A lot of
Mm,
people that I'm sure you've met as well, a lot of people don't even care about their health. They're just like, I want to lose weight.
yeah.
Let's do the crash diets. Let me lose my
Mhm.
muscle mass. I don't care if I get 80% of my weight back, but I want to do it right now, right now. What do you tell a person like this if this kind of person is listening to this show?
I mean, it's a bit of tough love, but like it's just not realistic.
Hmm.
Um, and it is and it should be about the long game. And I think people can also get blinded a little bit by when somebody loses weight initially, especially if they're kind of like cutting their carbohydrates, we see, really quite significant weight losses in the first week or two.
Hmm.
And then people then expect that every week. And when in some cases a lot of that is water weight, what we are focusing on is fat loss. And then it's really about thinking what it takes to lose a pound of fat. And in essence, we need to be in a calorie deficit of 500 calories per day to lose a pound of fat in a week. And it's really kind of like making people understand that. So I think having like the realistic expectations and setting goals, that are realistic. And again, coming to kind of like this joint kind of like plan together. And then it's about finding a plan to help you to get there. Okay, so what do things look like at the moment? What changes are we going to need to make to get you there? And then do you think that that's feasible? So yeah, it is about being real. It is about having real conversations because, ultimately, like nobody wants to sell like false dreams. We need to have real talk and then find a plan that's going to help someone to get there.
Okay. You've been in the medical side of things, now you're in the consumer side of things. What do you think, like, I mean, and of course, like, we talk about like doctors 20 years ago, 10 years ago, they're different from the doctors right now, anti-aging medicine, performance medicine, longevity medicine, all of these are their own different categories now, even weight loss and stuff like that. What do you think classic doctors or clinicians still have a wrong impression when it comes to like real world nutrition? Not just weight loss, but just real world nutrition. What do they think and what it is really? Are they still following the food pyramid, which is bullshit, or like what's going on?
And tell me what you mean by real world nutrition.
Real world nutrition is like the so the nutrition that if you're looking at weight loss or you're looking at muscle gain or you're looking at living healthy or you're looking at all of these things, which really drives changes, okay, which is agreed upon by maybe the latest science or the latest studies or most of the functional people in the functional medicine space versus like saying, oh, you know what, the government tells us to eat this, so like we're going to have like 70% of our food will be carbs, and then 20% will be
Mhm.
fat and 10% will like, are they still, what I'm trying to get to is that a lot of the times your healthcare provider, which might be a doctor, is completely clueless about
Mm,
nutrition because they had like
okay.
a 1 day course on it and like that's it. So
Yes. So from that perspective, I mean, some doctors, don't get me wrong, are
mhm,
absolutely amazing who are
mhm.
well versed in
Yes,
kind of
yeah,
lifestyle medicine. But there are many others that don't get it. So I would say, if you're going to get dietary advice from somebody, get someone who's qualified in
exactly.
nutrition.